That beautiful face can come too. My name is Simon Deng. I'm from Sudan. I'm a Shuluk by tribes. When I was 9 years old, I was kidnapped. And I was given away by my kidnappers as a gift, in which I was turned to be a slave. And I was a slave for 3.5 years as a child. Of course, when we talk about the slavery for you, that you have to read the books. But what you will not find written in the book is the demonizations of a person. What you will not find in the book is the atrocity where is being put on a person which is being considered as not a person at that time, because that is what the slavery is all about. When you are a slave, somebody can come and do anything on you which you cannot say no, because you don't have a will, you don't have a power, you don't have a way to say no to anything. And that's exactly what happened to me when I was a slave. All I know at that time is yes and yes to everything.
And how did you get out?
It is very simple. What happened was that during my captivities, I was kept in a place where it is not a big city, it's a village in the northern Sudan. So the family decided to, because their son have to go to the junior high school. The junior high school, they didn't have that high school in that place. So they have to move to the big city. It was in that big city where I come across 3 gentlemen that happened to have those Shuluk tribal marks in their forehead like what I have. I didn't have those tribal marks at that time. So I'm the one who knows those tribal marks, they belong to one ethnic group in Sudan, which is Shuluk. So I went to them, telling them who I am by the word of mouth, trying to convince them. Tell them my mom name, my dad names, the village that I came from. Unfortunately, they came from northern Shuluk. My parents are in southern Shuluk, which is distant apart. We talk about Boston and New York.
Yeah.
So they said to me that there's no way we know you because you come from northern Shuluk. We come from northern Shuluk and you are from southern Shuluk. But there is somebody who came from the same village that you mentioned to us. We will go and talk to that person. Maybe he's the one who will know you. And then tomorrow we will meet in the same place. So it was indeed that individual when he came. First, when I saw him, it is somebody that I knew back home at that time. I have to be so happy. And that individual started crying. He was crying because he never thought he will meet somebody that already being considered as dead by the parent. Because my dad and my mom put an offer 10 cows to whoever that will come and tell them about their sons. Nobody came to claim 10 cows. My parents have to put the funeral of their child. And that individual was there as part of the process. That's why he was crying. He the one who promised me that I will do everything to take you out without even informing your slave master that you met somebody that you know. It was him who took me out from the slavery. And when I got out from the slavery, the first thing I did is to go and have those Shuluk tribal marks in my forehead, because it was those tribal marks got my freedom. Because if I didn't see anybody with tribal mark which identify my own tribes, then I wouldn't be here today in New York City.
Wow. And so what role did the Jews play, or did Israel play?
There is so many things connected my relationship in Israel, not only my relationship, the relationship of my peoples in Southern Sudan. We in Southern Sudan, we have been fighting the war that Israel is waged, or the war that being imposed on Israel by the Islamists, by the jihadists who hate Israel, the way they hate Southern Sudanese. And by the way, if anybody will historically knows, there is 2 peoples the jihadists hate on earth. It's the Jews and the Southern Sudanese. So during that time, the Southern Sudan and the Northern Sudan was in war. The war being fought where the Northern Sudanese get help for the entire Arab world, entire Islamic world, to kill the infidel, those who will not agree to convert to Islam, those who will not agree to be Islamized. We are being considered at that time as infidel. Our kids being taken 100,000 into Islam and convert to Islam. And some of them today, 100,000 become Northern Sudanese Muslim and so on, because that is to save their life. So Israel was the one who came and rescued Southern Sudanese by giving them a tool to defend themselves, because now they're standing, fighting back to defend themselves against the Islamization, against the enslavement, against the Arabizations, but they didn't have tools. There is no single country never to them helping them. Israel have to lift, to drop things that they need by air, because there is no country that can help at that time. So that is one connection. The other connection, it is my personal story. When I came across the story of the Exodus, a story of Jews in Egypt, a story of Moses, what Moses had done, how much the promise was given to Moses by Pharaoh. It is exactly the promise was given to me by my slave master, to give away my identity so that I will be treated like a human being. Moses was being promised to become a king, as long as he's not going to identify himself as a Jew. So this is my personal historic connection. So my people being victimized the way the Jews are being victimized. Hitler slaughtered 6 million Jews. The Sudanese Arabs slaughtered 4 million of my people. Take hundreds of thousands into the slavery up to today.
Thank you guys so much for being willing to hear his story and for coming to listen. I really appreciate you. Where are you guys from?
I'm from DC originally, but I live here now.
Amazing.
I live in Dallas. I'm just here for the weekend.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking your Sunday to come
Of course,
listen
I saw the
to
yellow
us.
pin and I got so excited.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Nice
you
to
for
meet you
organizing
guys.
this event.
Of course. Thank you. Simon's
Thank
incredible.
You for sharing your story. Can I give you a
Sure, absolutely. Who will repeat that? Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
come
for
on
listening.
in. Come
Thank
on
you for
in.
listening.
Can I give
Thank you.
for sharing
Thank you.
your story?
Sure.
Very inspiring.
Yeah.